Have you ever seen a kitchen knife this sharp? Just from the momentum of falling, it cut a crack straight through half a meter of solid concrete, and this was before it had even been sharpened. Knives like this covered every wall in sight. The one who had forged all these weapons was the legendary knife master Melk, the very person Aru and his crew had come to find. But looking at the frail young man standing in front of them, Aru couldn't believe this was Melk. To confirm who he was dealing with, Aru started provoking him on purpose. The young man pulled out a legendary blade forged from great white shark teeth, and swung it at Aru, carving a long deep crack straight into the ground. Aru lit up with excitement. He charged forward, and unleashed his fork and knife technique. The terrifying shockwave shattered the attack completely, and even put a crack in the legendary blade itself. Melk lightly rubbed the blade against the sole of his shoe, and the crack on the blade vanished instantly. While Aru and Matsusaka were still in shock, Melk unleashed his ultimate move, the golden scale slash, but the strike only managed to slice through Aru's shirt. Aru seized the moment, grabbed Melk, and slammed him hard into the ground. Matsusaka immediately begged Aru to stop. Only then did Melk realize this man was Aru, one of the 4 heavenly kings. Exposed, Melk finally came clean. He was not Melk at all, he was Melk's apprentice. The real Melk had disappeared 3 years ago, in search of a legendary whetstone. Since then, the apprentice had been handling all the forging work on his own. Once the misunderstanding was cleared up, Matsusaka asked if he could have his kitchen knife repaired, but when he heard the waiting list stretched 3 years out, Matsusaka reached sadly into his bag, and pulled out his broken knife. The apprentice was stunned. He had never seen anyone care for a knife the way Matsusaka did. He made a promise right then and there. If Aru could find the legendary whetstone, he would forge Matsusaka a brand new knife. Aru didn't hesitate for a second. He headed straight to the most dangerous place known to man, the Death Abyss. The gravity there was 50 times stronger than on the surface. Every step Aru took felt like his body was being crushed. Go any deeper, and a person could be flattened entirely. Suddenly, a rolling stone caught Aru's attention. The idea hit him instantly. He curled his body into a ball, and rolled downward like one. It would be much faster, but halfway down, Matsusaka's kitchen knife slipped out. Aru dove and caught it just in time. When he hit the bottom, he accidentally stumbled into a den of ruby crabs. Staring at all that moving, delicious food, Aru's eyes lit up. He started eating immediately. His strength quickly recovered. In under 2 minutes, he had already eaten over 500 crabs. Then, while he was still enjoying the feast, a minotaur slowly approached from ahead. At first, Aru assumed it was going to attack, but instead, the minotaur backed away in terror. Aru turned around in confusion. The next second, he froze completely. An enormously tall man had somehow appeared silently right behind him. The man simply extended one finger, said something quietly, and the minotaur kept stumbling backward in fear. But the man's voice was so soft that Aru couldn't make out a single word. Just as Aru was puzzling it over, the minotaur came running back, this time holding an amplifier stone in its hand. That was when Aru finally understood. This towering man was the legendary knife master Melk himself. They made their way to Melk's workshop shortly after. Every wall was lined with extraordinary blades, and the sight of them left Aru completely speechless. Now the question was, would Melk agree to forge a new knife for Matsusaka?